being healthy.
For the win. Sonic is my
Jesus
baby,
Christ, slime, this is an intro.
Hey YouTube, SDH4 here, and this is gonna be for all Transformers fans out there and whoever's seen Transformers movie Rise of the Beast. It was a really amazing movie, a 10 out of 10, and that's just prime. And this video, I'm actually gonna be talking about the saddest death in the Transformers franchise. No, we're not talking about Ironhide, Ratchet, or Jazz, or Sentinel Prime.
You wanna be? No! I want to! Never is here.
No, we're gonna talk about this death, the most saddest death in Transformers of all time. And spoilers alert! If you don't want to know what the saddest death in Transformers is, I advise not for you to watch this if you haven't seen Transformers Rise of the Beast. I repeat, I'm warning you, do not watch this video any further. You have been warned, or else Unicron will devour your world. But I'm going to say it anyways. The most saddest death in the Transformers franchise is Airazor. Yes, Airazor's death was the saddest death in the whole Transformers franchise. Airazor was voiced by Michelle Yeoh in Rise of the Beast. And before I get to her death, I'm gonna talk about her character. Be advised, again, there's gonna be spoilers, so I advise not to watch this video of Transformers Rise of the Beast, since Airazor did appear in it, and I do not want anyone to get spoiled whatsoever. So in the beginning of the movie, we see Airazor with the other Maximals when Ape-Link told Optimus Primal and the other Maximals to get away from their home planet, to get away from Scourge and Unicron. And once they did, Airazor had a big role in the movie where she was like the guardian of the Transwarp Key, but she split it in two. She hid it in a cave, and the other one is trapped in her sculpture, and she's of course a big bird. Yeah, her maximal form is a big bird. As in the middle of the movie, after another spoiler alert, Bumblebee's death, killed by Scourge, Airazor comes and saves Prime from the Terracons, who were about to kill him, and Airazor let out a huge blast towards the Terracons for them to scare them away. And she was actually telling all the Autobots where she came from and what was who were the guys that were attacking them. And she actually was fleshed out as a great character too. She even told about her story where she thinks she's the last Maximal because she thought she lost her friends, Optimus Primal, Rhinox, and Cheetor. And and then once they reach to Peru, they find the cave, but nothing was there. And during the battle of Peru, of the Terracons and the Autobots, after like Optimus and Scourge fell down the hill, they were about to duke it out, but Airazor let a huge heat blast and to keep Scourge away from Prime. And the next thing you see is Scourge implanting some device on Airazor. At first I thought it was like a tracking device, but once I saw like rust on her wing, that's when I got concerned, because I thought she was disintegrating just like Cosmic rust. Yes. I thought she was rusting away from cosmic rust because you could see all the rust. But then later on, you see like Airazor was about to stop the fight between the Autobots and her other Maximal brethren. She advises them not to fight and also introduces her brethren Optimus Primal, Rhinox, and Cheetor. And they told it's like she was the big sister. And you can see later on when they arrive in the village, they were like interacting with each other, and Airazor was actually being empathetic towards Optimus Prime because you see Optimus Prime wants to get back home very desperately with the transwarp key, and he wants it so badly, but Optimus Primal says like, I do not want that to happen, like, and then if it was your home, would you do the same? Because you know Optimus Primal's home is destroyed, so he does there's no point of him trying to get back with a transwarp key. It's eaten by Unicorn, but Optimus Prime's world isn't eaten, so I guess it's hard for Optimus Primal to understand for that kind of scenario to happen. And then later, and then after, when Optimus Primal was just like scoffing like, what? Yeah, you wouldn't understand because our home is destroyed but his isn't. I just kind of had that dialogue. But you can see also Airazor, that's when I noticed her eyes turning orange, same color, same eye color as the Terracons. That's when I know when something was wrong. Yeah, it looked like she was getting controlled, and then it led to a battle in the village where Airazor was like twitching so hard, and she warned the others that the Terracons were coming. Yeah, it was actually a tracking device too, but it also possessed Airazor's systems. In fact, another thing, when she goes like attack mode, you can see her beak changes to mechanically instead of organic. So that's another feature that was heavily noted. And later on, when Noah was about to destroy the key, Optimus decides not to. Optimus tells him not to destroy the key, the half of the key, and then he doesn't destroy it. But then the female woman, I forgot her name, the museum worker, she grabs the key, but then Airazor grabs the woman who is holding the key, and then delivers her to Scourge. And yeah, it delivers the key to Scourge, and then Scourge taunts Optimus Primal and sends Airazor to attack Optimus Primal, and Airazor was trying to fight it so hard, the infection brought upon her, but she told Optimus Primal to kill her because it was the only way. And it was, I mean, honestly, couldn't they, maybe they could have just like, Optimus Primal could have just held her down and then take the device off of her, that way she wouldn't be suffering through this anymore. But and then this is where her death scene comes. Yes, Airazor dies in the hands of Optimus Primal, and this is actually emotional because you can actually see Optimus Primal's face of regret and remorse. This is like the first Transformers movie that shows very impactful emotional moments between robots, between robots and robots. This is nothing like Human where Sam Witwicky dies or something like that, or and then at the end of that scene, all the other Autobots and Maximals mourn for the death of Airazor because she was actually a fleshed out character. We got to know her better, and she just died instantly. It's really sad. And yeah, like the Scourge did her dirty like that. Yeah, this is not like Sam Witwicky's death or Ironhide's death or Ratchet's death, because he was yeah, it was sad for Ironhide and Ratchet because we got to know them a lot better. And actually, no, we didn't get to know them better in films. They were just there, but I mean, if we actually saw emotions from Ratchet and Ironhide, we would have been even more sad. But the fact that remains is, Airazor was killed by her own leader, and he didn't want to kill her. He felt remorse and regret, but he had to anyways, no matter the cost. That's actually the most saddest death I've ever seen in Rise of the Beast. No cap. And it also, yeah. So that's why I think that's the saddest death seen in Transformers, the whole Transformers franchise. Yes, we've seen Bumblebee and Mirage died in Transformers: Rise of the Beast, but spoilers alert, they've been revived. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about some cons. Why I think Airazor shouldn't have died. Okay. One. Where I start? Yeah, one. Like, Scourge couldn't infect anyone, but no, he infected a female character. But I repeat, a female character, and not any other male bots. Like, seriously, you could infect Bumblebee. Although we did see Bumblebee turning his eyes red and went baddie mode last film, or you could have had Mirage go bad mode with that virus of yours, infect him. But no, I guess Mirage just needed to be a fleshed out character to be that goofy comic relief type of guy, or type of bot. I don't know. And I just feel like Scourge was just going for the female bot. Like, he doesn't like women. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I know RC was there too, but honestly, RC wasn't even like in that, like, didn't have much dialogue. But although she did kind of was concerned about Bumblebee's death. Can we revive him or something? Yeah, I like that scene too. But honestly, like, jeez, man. Oh, and another thing. Bumblebee gets revived by the Energon from the Transwarp Key, but Airazor doesn't? Oh, I get it. Yeah, Bumblebee was stabbed and was shot to death by Scourge, but it was near the... Okay. And then Optimus Prime crushed her with... crushed her chest, which crushed her spark chamber, the life energy. But I was wondering if Scourge kind of stabbed B in the chest with through the spark chamber and shot him, which he should have be revived instantly. Yeah, okay, I do love Bumblebee a lot, but I'm gonna talk about another video about that. I just feel like he's overused a lot of times, in my opinion. He's kind of like Maggie Spletzer from SMG4. Okay, I know this is getting off subject, but just saying, Maggie and Bumblebee are like the cash cow of their own franchise. Like, Bumblebee's for Transformers and Maggie Spletzer for SMG4. Oh yeah, be sure to subscribe to SMG4. Okay, back to the subject. Yes, Airazor. I just feel like that was just dirty. Like, maybe we should have had another film with her, but no, it, like, yeah, that was just sad. But hey, it's a Transformers film. It was actually the first Transformers movie, in my opinion, that showed robots showing emotions, like mourning for their loss. They could have done that for Ironhide and Ratchet, but I feel like, well, and for Ratchet, Optimus Prime was like pissed off. But couldn't they had a funeral? Honestly, I know they didn't have a funeral for Airazor, but you know, they were in the middle of a war. Although they should have maybe had a funeral for Airazor in the end. But yeah, anyways, that's all I want to talk about. The most sad death in the Transformers franchise. I'll see you all later. Peace. Stay healthy for the win. Maximals, maximize! Or Autobots, roll out! 2-0 or 1!